Greetings, Exel here with a game of Allied Final. Here we have one of the classic versions, probably 2.0, but not the AF 2.0. So this has not been with all the building changes, one of the Exel remakes. This is a game from, I'd have to say, March 2017. Where we have myself as Germany, Malo as Italy, and then we have Bobo as Spain, and we're up against Kron as Norway, Wowie, current name Armathi, as Russia. So he's an old school player from Europe. He hasn't been on a whole lot, but he does log on occasionally. And then we have STC Chris as France, followed by Napoleon as the UK. Now he has this game, I really want to focus on the battle between Messers and Raf. So we're going to be looking at that today. We're also going to be looking at Malo's Italy. Wowie has been a very, very long time player and has always been very, very capable at all countries and really puts the pressure to Molo. So we're going to go ahead and watch that battle, and let's just see where everything goes. All right, enjoy. All right, here we have France, Italy going ahead and poking a little bit. France taking air, moving them towards Algiers. Standard at Algiers take. Barracks coming up over to take the industry, so it's going to go ahead and move that towards. We have Raft escaping the island along with the drop. And we have Finland being taken. Pretty decent Finn take here. Looks like, especially with Germany, Russia's help, they should be definitely taking that. No problem there. It doesn't look like Germany or Italy are going to try to stop that. Everything pretty standard so far. Great Algeria take. Let's see if he takes the cities as well before the two-timer. And Firebat's going into Italy, to Rome. This is often a good strategy because of the complete pullout that Italy does to stop the Russian rush. If you send the Firebats and sometimes the Goliaths in there, you could be lucky enough to get the command center, even if a couple of supplies depots are worth it. Here, very strangely, Italy keeps the bunker loaded. I'm guessing he predicted this sort of maneuver from France. So good job, Italy. We have a very unusual box rush for Wowie here. Armathi, don't see this very often. That first rush, because it's so important to take Poland and to try to put pressure on East, you just generally don't see that because even if you take out the buildings and open the passageway there, you just don't take out enough Axis men for it to be really worth it. But we're going to go see ahead and see. Nice group there in the hold position from Malo. Nice funneling of troops. He's going to get a fairly decent-sized army in here. And I'm sorry, folks, I did forget about the France take. He's got a 55 kill hold so far. Probably going to get up into the 65, 70 range with this current BC spawn. We have the drop here that UK does. Does some damage, but looks like those bunkers were filled and already had the second barracks set up. So very good job by Bobo to go ahead and counter that. That can often cripple a Spain and really open it up for a Norway drop if you don't stop it like Bobo just did. So very, very good job with that. We see that Swiss was not taken right now. We have 2, 4, 6 BCs currently. So it looks like I think one was sniped in the take. We have Italy clearing up, lots of tanks available. That's why it's also, it's kind of a little bit questionable to do the bulks rush initially, but Malo is an extremely good Italy, so it's no wonder that he is able to keep the bulk of his force. He's going to hold low here. A very unusual hold when holding from the south. Germany not really giving any help with this bulks attack right now. Looks like they're going ahead and taking France. BC's going back and forth here a little bit of wasted time there, going towards Berlin to get healed, and then down to bulks. So just a little bit worried about that Serbia industry being taken. So just going ahead and taking the cities. Early UK suggested by Spain here. Let's run and see if that happens. Norway. Norway's got everything massed here. 97 supply count. Going ahead and building those storage depots. Has the starport. Looks like he's going to be going for drops instead of attacking with Russia. Um, Russia, I mean, normally you want to have a few drops by this point, but you know, Norways are still getting a little bit used to getting these drop ships out before the Norway trigger, where you can already have a drop on Spain currently. Now here, very unusual for Spain to be having this many drop ships. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 drop ships. Did I count 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? Yes, 9. And coordinating with Germany to do an early UK attack. Very, very early mines here from Norway. So again, good preparation from allies. Trying to take an early advantage here as Axis. BCs are out. Goes for the bunkers. Let's see how many of these mines kill the tanks and the troops. Oh, well, about a quarter of the troops were affected. Not too many. Maybe a third at most. Okay, looks like we've got, unfortunately, Messer's being taken out here. We have UK, very unusually, going attack upgrades, and then going for another upgrade here. 3 upgrades on the Marine, so definitely a smart decision considering the Axis were putting pressure on London. They have a good chance of holding this now just because of these Marines and the early drop from Norway. Currently a box attack, able to take the industry. Actually, no, not with that spawn there. Not able to take the industry, but should be able to hold on to it unless there's a counter. Italy going up into Poland, getting caught out a little bit. Just a little bit extra damage here. Germany countering with the BCs. RAF holding up in Norway, looking to see where those BCs are. Sees they're now on the east, looking up to come around and get a few pot shots on these BCs. Not quite as of yet. As you can see, lots of BCs left for Germany, but not many Messers. They were suicided over in London, but you know, it's hard to expect the Marines with the upgrades being built so early. So a very interesting strategy by Napo, and definitely paying off. Here we do see that Norway was not on the east attacking, so it was a good defensive bunker there by Bobo. We have Med at 0, so still 30 seconds, so all those dropships being bought has not hindered him at all. So very good job. Let's see if he leaves them above the island with his air to try to have the UK BCs not spawn. Looks like he's able to stack that fairly well. Messer's coming, but probably going to be a little bit too late. Let's see how this ends. Not enough to hold, but very, very nice scout movement. Is going to pick up these RAF. Nowhere for them to go. Early France take of Africa. So he's going to put pressure. Ooh, would have been a little bit wise to keep on here. So no Axis hold of Africa. So also a little bit of a different move, possibly a little bit of a slip up by the Axis. You would have liked to have an extra set of Messers here. Going to lose a lot. Definitely a lot of Messers being lost. This is showing the importance of keeping your Messers, because right now there's not enough to sway France away from Africa. But if you had more, if there's another group or two, would have been able to stop that French advance in its track. So here, a lot of BCs, not many Messers. You want probably at least twice as many Messers here at this point. So a little bit unfortunate for Germany. Has the Belgium drop long locked down, so not really much of an opportunity to drop here for Norway. And if they do, oh, they're going to be in for some trouble. Looks like the focus has been taken off London at the moment. We have Allies massing. Looks like Huawei wants to keep going bottom. No, thankfully, not too many bunkers made by the Axis here. Not too much money wasted. We have, okay, attack being stuffed right now. Our Matthew sees, okay, yeah, you know what? Mullah was waiting for me there. I better not. So definitely discretion's a better part of valor. Saving the tanks. I think he at most lost 1 tank there. Not too much of a big deal. Good kind of stutter step. We have Norway looking to do a drop at some point. Very curiously doing the Ireland drop. and even after the tax as well. So you want to take this out occasionally because you're often seen as a dropping Norway by this island. But it does show that you are going drops. It does show how much you have. It does let the Axis prepare for it. But at least you're taking a part of the map. You're taking out units. You're taking that element of surprise. So here we have the take of London, followed by Spain. I definitely want to coordinate here. Spain's a little bit slow on coming up, probably microing elsewhere. We have Ireland being taken out, and wow, with the Spanish troops, they definitely had this. It looks like this could be possibly a losing battle. We will have to see. Marine cover now under for the Axis. Looks pretty good. Just unfortunately, Messers are being taken out. We have to have Spain covering the Messers at this point. Malo, excellent control of his grouped Messers, takes out every last Messer except for one. Raf on the hunt right now, just doing mass amounts of damage. BCs have to retreat to marine cover. Very dangerous point for the Axis here. Oh, what a terrible time for this trigger. Wow. Perfect time for the Allies. This could be game, folks. Like without the Marines underneath, without the scouts, with Germany losing all of his Messers except for one, BCs are now taken off, and this is now an advantage for the Allies. Even after losing London, losing the starports, losing the armory, even the Allies do have the advantage, having Algiers and having the BC control. Malo doing a great job to keep an army. Not much help from Germany, unfortunately. Germany's trying to mass his air, mass ground. Probably wants to stop Africa from getting too much tax. France does not need all that extra money. Does have a fair bit of troops, controlling them as a group. Looks like he has those on 3 key bindings right now. Napoleon calling out that there's no BCs, giving Russia the chance to mass here in Serbia. Axis knows they cannot let Russia dictate this part of the map. Trying an attack. We have pretty even fight right now, but a little bit more on the ground side for Russia, as traditional. Pretty close attack, just without German BCs. It's just kind of a lost cause. So just here you have it. BC is extremely important, but it wasn't even losing the BCs off the initial rush. It was losing all those Messers just randomly in UK, losing them in Africa, trying to be aggressive, but the early game strategy of upgrading those Marines and building mass Marines in UK definitely paying off against the early rush. Just going to show you that with a little bit of prediction or with the right type of strategy, you really can win. But taking control of the fighters, being able to take Africa early, all winning combinations for this great Allies team. So good job. Hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.